All right, let's just jump straight into it, y'all. I have a confession to make. I'm gay. It was a hard conclusion. I was looking at too many JoJo characters of the recent season, and it flicked a switch in me. I was admiring the well-built physique of Mr. Michael B. Jordan. I was like, man, it's okay you don't say Naruto correctly.
It is Naruto.
We can still bond. But that was in my dreams. I wish I was good at looking as that, to be honest. I'm not gay. That was a joke. But I can admire a beautiful, handsome, fresh looking ass nigga. I'm just saying. But that's not what we're really here to talk about. As you guys can see, that I joke a lot. I grew up with people around me joking, making jokes. So it was just kind of like how I just kind of I took it in and I learned from that, and it influenced me, right? And that's one thing I noticed about myself, is that I am very heavily influenced by people I find influential, cool, aspiring, yada yada yada. And that goes for anybody or any person who's a content creator or your role model. A lot of these kids in this generation are very young and impressionable. So yeah, I do joke, and whether you've deemed that joke was funny or not, me doing that in the intro, I make jokes, and not every joke is okay. In fact, I made a lot of fucked up jokes in my past. I can't explain it to you guys how many jokes I made in my past, to the point where it really got me questioning myself. What the fuck was I on? So you're probably wondering, Josh, like, this is kind of random and weird. What led this on? I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious. I was watching you guys remember the 2020 compilation, funniest compilation of 2022, best moments, funniest moments. And I was like, you know what? My peak, I started really being consistent on YouTube in 2020. So let me go back to memory lane, right? And let me go back and let me check out some of those moments that I did in that year. So I was watching, enjoying my time, and then all of a sudden, a joke that came out of my mouth is in that compilation, and I was okay with that. And I can't tell you, words cannot describe how truly disgusted I was. Like, it's very like weird how normal that was for me to say that, because I don't joke around with insensitive type of things. So it really threw me off. So then it got me thinking, if I was okay with leaving that joke in that compilation video, how many other videos am I okay with making jokes like those and editing them videos, and then realizing that I'm still okay with that, to leave that in the video. And so I'm trying to so throughout this whole time, I go back and I go back to those videos. So these are videos that I posted during my summer arc of 2020. And if you guys remember the Garden Apartments, yeah, I was playing Persona 5 and all those illusion games, those anime, big titty anime games. Y'all remember AI Shoujo? That was what a time to be on my channel. That was some lit moments, but there was some bad moments. And yeah, in that same saga, I said some horrible things that I regret, honestly. And I went back thinking, like, why did I say those things? So if you don't know, I did say some rape jokes. And I want to be very clear, those are not jokes anybody should be saying. So I went through and I realized I was saying this throughout like a bunch of videos, and the whole time I was okay with that. And I'm trying to go back in my head, like, what was I thinking saying those things? I know for a fact I never meant those things that I'm saying to lead to actual actions of doing that, because I can't stress it enough. Niggas are weird nowadays. So like, if anything, we need to be protecting our women out here. I'm just speaking the God's honest truth. I don't care if you are an Andrew Tate fan. I don't care who the fuck you are. We need to protect a lot of these women out here, because men are disgusting. At least in America, that's what I'm learning. It's even more disgusting to me that I said those jokes and I was okay with it. But again, they're all jokes to me. But again, like they're very insensitive. And one things I make sure not to do is make insensitive those type of jokes, you know, like anything to do with murder, any traumatic experiences, unless it's my own experiences. Like I just don't touch those categories at all whatsoever. I just don't think that shit is funny. So the fact that I thought that was funny is mind-boggling to me. Honestly, guys, I don't even really think I knew what I was really saying, like the gravity of the situation. I honestly thought it was okay. The reason why I thought it was okay, I think it was just because of the satirical humor part of it, which I'll get into later in this video. But just the fact that I really was watching a lot of people at the time that were making very misogynistic type of jokes. And then it was like a satire behind it. And then I thought, okay, well, you know, since we're making these type of jokes, let me push it to the next level and see, you know, this is, and I didn't really realize how actually like insensitive it was, knowing that like, I don't even condone of that type of behavior, or even like just the whole thing of that in general. So the fact that I didn't realize that just speaks volumes. And there was a part where I started like, the thing is that's weird is that I just didn't realize this. And then I slowly stopped making those jokes, because I remember I was like, all right, I think I'm making too much misogynistic jokes. But then realizing you also made art jokes. And this shows you a clear example of like, this happened in 2020. That's literally damn near almost just 2 years ago. Well, I guess technically 2 years. If my Christian ass, if I was saying those jokes, what makes you think that like the influences of people who are actually about that life, who actually hate women, or like people who like shit on those traumatic experiences would do to a younger and impressionable, weak, insecure men of this generation, and how they would influence them to do and say the wrong things and believe the wrong rhetoric. It made me really sick. And I'm even to this day, I'm like, how the fuck did I say that? Another thing to add, it would make more sense if it was back in 2015, the very toxic Call of Duty lobbies where, you know, we were literally making homophobic slurs and using them as like insults. It would make more sense if I was at that age just making those type of jokes. But I was like damn near almost 20. I was making those jokes. Like, I don't know. I've never been so disgusted with myself ever. I mean, I've had L moments. I've f***ed up so many times. You know, we're human, but I don't know how the fuck I normalized that as like a reoccurring joke. A run, if some may say. So you're probably thinking, oh, Josh, you're probably just making this video to cover your ass in the future, or, oh, like, now you want to bring it up, blah, blah, blah. And I honestly, bro, like, I think that's the right thing to do anyway. It sucks because the connotation of a YouTuber apology is very fake, especially with some actors recently. It's definitely like, it's hard to really tell these people if they're good or not. And that's why that quote, never meet your heroes, rings more truer than any situation. You can't trust anybody online. Not me, not your favorite. Like the people I deem that's like holier than thou, like I can't even trust. Like what makes you think, like if there's people like that fucking up, what makes you think you can trust your favorite YouTuber right now? I want you to look through your subscription list and tell me your favorite YouTuber right now. I know damn well it's not me. And tell me right now, you can trust them fully. You know them 100%. You don't. Unless you actually personally know them, you just don't. No matter what the connotation of it is, and no matter whether you hate this guy and he's apologizing and apologies feel fake, I think it's just the right thing to do to really just say it anyway. Not just because of the career side of it, just taking accountability and responsibility for your actions in this generation and just what's going on nowadays. If you guys even keep up with like YouTuber or any internet drama, probably don't, but it's no one gives a shit apparently. Like, so even if you don't apologize or you give a half-ass apology, if you have a fan base, like it's still gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like cancel culture don't exist really. But that's a whole nother conversation right there. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to take accountability for myself. And this is not even to cover my ass. I don't give a fuck if I get canceled or for this or any of the things I said in the past, not just with these type of jokes that I've done, but just anything else I do. Like, I don't even care about that. When it comes to actual involvement of like serious traumatic experiences with what people deal with, and even just criminal activity, like screw that. Like we're dealing with serious shit right now, so let's be serious. So I don't care what happens with me, whatever it is. I just wanted to let be known I am fully supportive of any woman who is struggling or dealing with those type of experiences and those issues that they have to go through when they're trying to, let's say they are a victim of these type of things. And yeah, like I said, I don't really care about covering my ass. I just want to make sure that like I don't influence anybody to start thinking the same way I was thinking. Think that this type of behavior towards women or these insensitive jokes is like funny, whatever it is. Go ahead, let's just make these jokes because Josh is doing it too. I don't want to ever enable that at all. So this is me putting my foot down on the ground, letting you guys know like this is not tolerated here at all. And if anyone come across my videos and catches any form of that behavior in my past of those videos in that time period, please send them the link of this video. I do not want no one, like I'm really dead ass serious. I don't play with this type of shit at all. And it's just to me it's like inhumane to me. It's like killing somebody. Like I can't let this shit slide. I'm fully supportive of that, and I want to let it be known like if anyone who's struggling who's dealing with that, just know that like I'm there 100%. If you ever need help, any advice, whatever the heck it is, I don't even know if I'm good enough for it. I'm not even gonna say that I am, but I the very least want to show that I advocate 100% for that. I don't care about my well-being in this situation. I'm not even here to defend my ass. I just want y'all to know that I am fully in support of that, and I do not condone of any of this type of behavior or language at all. I just don't. And I'm not gonna blame it on being young. Like I was freaking 20, bro, or I guess 19, but who cares? It was still like I wasn't even making these jokes until that time. To give better context, and not to say this was the reason why, but I was, again, like I said, as I made points before, I'm the type of person that gets very heavily influenced by other people I look up to. So if I see somebody I really like or I watch consistently, I'm going to 100% take some of what they do, whatever influences they bring to the table, and I'm going to cultivate that, or I don't know if that's the right word, into what I do every day, like whether it's like a form of humor. And so I was watching two particular content creators which I won't name, not because I want to hide or like I'm lying about this. It's just I really don't want to paint them negatively. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think they were even making these type of jokes. I think they were making more satirical jokes, and that's what those jokes were. I was really leaning on the satire side of it. I wasn't really trying to actually condone of that type of behavior, but I just didn't realize, I guess my brain didn't click and realize those are actually very insensitive jokes to be making at all. Like just I should have never even thought of that as something funny to make. Like, I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. The crazy thing is that I was going back through the older videos and editing out those jokes, those insensitive remarks, because I don't want to trigger anybody who's dealt with those traumatic experiences and all that stuff. I was like, dude, like no joke like that it's not funny. Like, I just don't find that funny at all. Like, I was going through and I was like, ew, like how come no one said anything at the time, and how come like I literally said that like as it was okay? Like, I don't know, bro. Like jokes like that in general are just not funny. I'm still like confused. I literally don't make jokes like that, and I didn't until that time. So I'm just so confused about it. I just didn't really realize the gravity of that at the time, I guess, and being influenced by that satirical behaviors, that satirical humor. I don't know. I guess I just took it too far. And like I said, when I'm on the camera, I won't lie. Like I do have an exaggerated version of myself on camera, just because, again, like I said, the type of content I do is it's very hard to make views and make growth from it, you know. So commentary has to be a really strong suit, you know, because everybody's a Let's Player nowadays. So it's, you know, you have to have that in a way YouTube persona of yourself. But I guess I just took it too far, just trying to be funny, trying to say something, and either or, that's not an excuse. And god damn, bro, it's just disgusting. Like, how did I say that so like carefree without even thinking about the situation of that? Either or, Yeah, I just wanted to say that, just to let that be known. I'm not gonna cover nothing. I keep it 100,000% real and truthful to you guys. Anyone I meet, anyone I talk to, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't like to sugarcoat shit. I get it straight to your face. And if I fuck up, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I fucked up. My apologies. I'm gonna take accountability. And I saw that, and I just wanted to call out the bullshit. So if anyone ever goes back to older videos and just sees anything remotely close to those insensitive remarks, I'm saying it right now. I do not condone of that. I apologize for that and my behavior back then. Also, if you guys see any of those videos, please let me know and I will take them down, or I'll probably edit them out. Either or, just let me know, because I don't want it to trigger any traumatic experiences with anyone who's dealt with this type of situation before. Yeah, I just wanted to say that, guys, with just clear it off of me, because it was bugging me the whole week while I was kind of getting back into YouTube, which, by the way, thank you for 933 subscribers, or it's probably increasing. I don't know. Every time I go back, I usually don't check the sub count as normally as you would probably think I do. I just be uploading videos. I get straight to the content tab. I'm in that bit. So I don't check the sub count until like I see it randomly while I'm scrolling through. But I don't go actively on my way. But I recently was looking at it and I was like, dang, we are growing. And I just want to say thank you for anyone who's subscribing and watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. If you guys can take anything away from this, is just take accountability. If you fuck up, you fuck up. That doesn't mean that you deserve the worst experiences ever because of that. You just deserve whatever consequences that ultimately you will get because of that. Hopefully deserve to do better and be a better person. That at the end of the day, I think that's what really matters, is just being a better person. So if you fuck up, don't be afraid to fuck up. Keep it clear and transparent. Take some accountability. Be responsible of your actions. Own up to them. Either or, that's it. It's your boy JC. Y'all stay blessed. And I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.